Kansas State Wildcats taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Team now set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got some space here. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. Shotgun run call. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Running back with the football. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught by the receiver. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. QB decides to keep it here. End zone ahead, and he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0.
That is the score. Kansas State 7, Arizona 0.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. They're going to the air on the first play. Here's a target, and it's complete. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
The defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. And we're able to get him down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
It's third down for the offense. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. QB keeper all the way. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Important second down play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. Throws it to the right. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
1st and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Going to try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's going to take off here. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. Big-time gamble coming up. Coach going for it, this close to his own end zone. Trying for a 4th down completion. He escapes the pocket. Now takes a hit, but lets it fly. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in cross territory.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game. They keep moving right down the field for a touchdown.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line.
Headed for the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Turns it loose downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his back. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
The Wildcats looking to keep this drive rolling. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Finding some room at the 25. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Movement at the second level of the defense now. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, you and I love this guy's ability to run the football, especially in the option game. But why take an unnecessary hit here? A chance to step out of bounds and avoid the hit? You got to do it.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And he's got it, no problem.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
A completion makes it second and short. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On the move now. Just trying to get rid of it. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read. The result is a first down and a big gain.
First down here for this offense. Looking to throw it again. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Dump off caught by the running back. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Timeout, Kansas State.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the pass is complete to the tight end. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Kansas State.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. Second down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Caught. Completion. That play moves the ball across midfield. They'll be set up with a first down at the 41. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. From the shotgun, drops back. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. The quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and affect him.
He's running out of time here. On the move, looking deep down the right side. It is intercepted. Now he's bringing it back. They bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it. Here's the second down play.
6-9-1, Gators score. Here we go.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The pickup is just yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to scramble. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Punt team ready to boot it away.
83 on to kick it away.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Defense is coming after him. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.
And the Wildcats will kick this deep to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.